And we are live. Hey guys, it's Titanium J52, and we are live building the Ninjago 70648 Zane Dragon Master. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get into the stream before I start building. Hey Brick Boy Builder, how you doing today? Let's see if I can get a better angle here. We got 3 people. Oh, I'm doing great, Brick Boy Builder. He says, I'm great, how are you? Doing wonderful. Got this to build. Hey MJ Bricks, say hey, I made it. It's great, glad you could make it. So we're gonna wait for a few more minutes, see who else comes in, and then get started with building the set. So how are you doing today, MJ Bricks? Yeah, my day went fairly well today, although tomorrow not gonna be the same case. I got a calc test tomorrow and a quiz in government. So, and that's back to back as well, second and third period. So that's gonna be fun. But, MJ Bricks says everything's good today. That's great. Glad to hear it. So yeah. Brick Boy Builder says I had my first mile run of the year. Oh, mile runs. Back when we had to only do 1 mile, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, for my high school, we have to do tests at the beginning and end of the year. For the state for information, and I ran like almost 2.5 miles, and it came very close to. It's very difficult. You say if I didn't finish in under 13 minutes, I'd get an F in PE. You know. Yeah. Ours in the beginning and end of the year are 20-minute runs. So. Yeah, I had to move fast. But I'm not as fast as I used to be. I used to like run even better, but now I'm in a class called Adventure Education, which is climbing and stuff. So uh, MJ Brick says always with the exams. Brick Boy Builder says luckily I got 10 minutes. That's good. That's good. And Rogues Brick Builds is here. Hello, Rogues Brick Builds. How are you doing today? Got a few people watching now, so I'm gonna start getting into the set. I already opened the seals on the bottom, but I haven't actually opened the box. So let's see what we've got here. I do already have the J Dragon Master. So I'm expecting this to be fairly similar, if not the same, except for color scheme. And yeah. This is like the real reason to get this set. These wings for pretty much all the Dragon Masters just look great. Rogue's Brick Build says I'm doing good. I wish I could buy the Woo Dragon Master. Yeah, I think that one's been on sale, but only by a couple bucks at the moment. So I'm kind of waiting on that one. And yes, Brick Boy Builder, J is the best. That is why I have it. That was the only one I was willing to buy at full price. And so I saw this one was 33% off. Parts and stuff. We got the wings, the ripcord, the little flyer piece, and the bags. Brickboy Builder says, I think I might quit on my Utapau mock. Why is that? I thought it was great. You should definitely keep going. Mocks usually get better as you go along. Like the Blacktron mock that I made that I have yet to show actually. It took me like a full day just to kind of get only a little bit of the base. And then after that, the build just kind of kept progressing a lot better. So I think you should definitely continue with it. But here's the manual. Here, it looks pretty nice. Open it up. It's got advertisements for the sets back here for Legoland. Rogue says, Jay is awesome. I really want to get him and swap the face. Yeah. And then Brick Boy Builder says that Blacktron mock looks great. And he's only seen the very front of that mock. I still need to do a video on that. So, let's get into the set. Caution headphone users, I'm opening the bags. This Mind of Mine is here. Hey, this Mind of Mine. And then E of D is here. It says, I kind of want to get the Lloyd one, but I don't know. If you mean the, you might mean the Lloyd Spinjitzu Master, because there's no Dragon Master for Lloyd. You might be confusing him with Wu. But there is a Lloyd Spinjitzu Master. And also, well, actually, no, that was part of the set. I was thinking Air Jitsu as well, but that was 2015. That was a long time ago. Brick Boy Builder says, I might quit because I dropped it on accident and it had brown parts, and you know what happens to brown parts, and I would rather build other mocks, but I'll keep going. Yeah, I definitely think you should keep going. I will say these Dragon Master suits for the ninja look really nice. I think like for like some people, they may not entirely like that the Season 9 suits are just worn, damaged Season 8 suits, so these are like a great alternative, and Zane here looks really good. For some reason my live streams never like to focus just out here, never in here. But it's got the metal arms, the black legs, has really nice printing overall. MJ Brick says, reddish brown is the most breakable. It drives me crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I got like a set from a friend at one point, but it was like a SpongeBob set, and one of the brown plates was just so broken. Brick Boy Builder says, I actually had it mostly built, but took it apart and filmed half of it and saved the other part for next Monday. Hope you can get it pieced back together. I'd love to see that. So yeah. Let's see. Let's start the build. Try and build in the shot here. NJ Brick says, I've broken so many reddish brown plates with the brick separator. Oh man, that stinks. I don't really use too many of the brick separators, even though I have a bunch. I may go get those in a sec, but it's just, they don't always work. I get like little dents in them. In fact, I'm gonna go get them right now. I got them on another table in my room. So. Brick Boy Builder says, yes, MJ and myself. I had the 2011 Slave 1 and half the parts were, that stinks. G24 Studios 2, hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, this is my brick separator collection, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but this one up top's got a few dents, and it's like when I'm trying to separate like really stuck together parts, they don't want to go. So just starting out the build, got the minifig. How old am I? I am 17. I'm a senior in high school. Yeah, if you're referring to the brick separators, Brick Boy Builder, that's like, hold on, I gotta do some mental math. That's 41 brick separators. Brick Boy Builder says I might get the J Flyer and Woo Flyer. Yeah, those are both really good. I have my issues with the Woo Dragon Flyer because, not because it's like a bad set, but because they made everything like tan colored. and not gold colored, and I just don't like that. I think they should have done some gold parts other than like this piece and a couple other pieces. MJ Brick says I'll put the plates down on blue or old green base plates to look like the docks, to look like docks. Then when I move the dock, I use the separator to lever them up. Yeah. And yes, that is a lot of brick separators, Brick Boy Builder. I have quite a few. And the funny thing is, I like bought one at one point, thinking like, oh, I should probably have a brick separator. It's only a few dollars. And so I bought one at the Lego store for only a few dollars, and then I started getting them in sets, and I was like, seriously? On the bright side, if I ever have a set missing a brick separator, it's not going to be a problem. G24 Studios 2 says that he's 16. Yeah, not a bad age. Are you a sophomore or a junior in high school? Because it can be either one for age 16. But yeah. Yeah, so just a heads up for you guys, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, I'm not going to be able to live stream at all. Next week is also like semi iffy, but I can probably live stream, but 2 weeks from now, I believe that's like the 30th of October. I can't live stream because I'm at school till like 8:30, and I cannot find this piece. Oh, here it is. So, oh, you're a sophomore? That's cool. MJ Brick says, I was looking for the Temple of Air Jitsu on eBay and Bricklink today. Still expensive even when it's incomplete. And get it one day. Yeah, Temple of Air Jitsu is great. I got it Christmas 2016. And that was really nice. That really made my day. That was like 5 hours of building for me, and I just leapt straight into it. I like moved one of my tables so I could like have the parts on one table and the actual set on a different table. G24 Studio says I have the Temple of Air Jitsu. That's great, dude. It's a really good set. I have it too. It's sitting on my shelf. Obviously, one of my friends at high school, Sonic Jedi 12. He's not here in the stream at the moment, but he requested that I do a review of the Temple of Air Jitsu, and I just need to find the time to do that, because that's going to be a big review. Brick Boy Builder says, "What's your favorite Space Police set?" Oh, I've got a few that I like to name. One of them is Hyperspeed Pursuit. I love that. That's one of my original sets, kind of. It was like one of my it wasn't the first Space Police set I got, but this one year for Christmas I got 3 Space Police sets, and I think they were all retired, so I'm not entirely sure how my parents managed that, but that was like the best Christmas ever. I got the Galactic Enforcer, Hyperspeed Pursuit, and the Lunar Limo. And then recently, like a month or so ago, I rebought the Hyperspeed Pursuit because I had dismantled it like 3 or 4 times, and I wanted to have it complete. So, and that was a really fun building experience. Another one would be Squidman's Pit Stop, just because I was really hyped for that set for a long time, and I was never able to get it. And then I finally got it. I'm like, oh, this set's pretty cool. So yeah. MJ Brick says I missed out on it, referring to the Temple of Air Jitsu, but the Destiny's Bounty helps, and I really enjoy my custom raid Zeppelin. That's nice. Brick by Builder says, what's your favorite Star Wars movie and type of trilogy? Like the prequels or solo movie or the original trilogy? I'd have to say I like the original trilogy the best, but I also like Revenge of the Sith just for all the fight scenes. Like if we're talking strictly fight scenes, then Revenge of the Sith is the way to go. Jinblade 8304 is here. Yo, that's yo there. Nice to see you, Jin. I'm gonna make you a mod so that you can do stuff on my channel, regulate the chat and stuff. This mind of mine says, I unfortunately missed out on the Space Police sets, but my favorite is Squidman's Pit Stop. Now that set goes for a lot on eBay. Yeah, it's true. I had to buy that set on eBay as well, and I don't remember how much I bought it for. It must have been a lot. I remember it came around New Year's. So Brick Boy Builder says the prequels are his favorite in regards to Star Wars. Yeah, the prequels are good, I guess. I mean, they're good for the memes for sure. I love just sitting and looking at prequel memes. But I also, the original trilogy is like a lot better plot-wise and everything. So, and then the sequels are okay. They started out promising. The Last Jedi got a lot of backlash. I personally didn't have too many problems with The Last Jedi. My personal opinion on the whole one of the more controversial things the casino stuff, Canto Bight, is people weren't happy with that because I guess it was too real, and it kind of is, but it's also something that's going to happen in the Star Wars universe, so I also saw how it was relevant. So, I mean, they could have put it in there either way. So, Jinblade says, LOL, I mistyped. Typical and thanks. You're welcome. Yeah. Brick Boy Builder says, I wasn't lazy yesterday and I looked into my Lego bin and I might rebuild the 2011 Slave 1. And I found 2 to 4 clone troopers for my clone army. Oh, that's nice, dude. I don't have a huge clone army myself. Mostly because I kind of missed out on that part of Star Wars. But I do have a few clones. I've got a good amount of clones. Phase 1, Phase 2 mixture. So yeah. Almost finished building the handle here, I think. So, yeah, I bought the Jade Dragonflyer in June, so it's been a while since I've thought a lot about these Dragonflyers. So yeah. It's interesting that they put the green pieces in here. Not a typical color choice, but I think it's also useful for people who just want to part this set down. Or maybe they just switch out the green parts for black 1x2 plates, which are probably very common. I know I have a lot of those. And then use the green plates for kind of texture and nature scenes. Brick Boy Builder says I have 18 clones, but a lot of unbuilt ones. That's nice. And Bobby Bricks is here. You made it. Yeah, Bobby Bricks has missed my first 2 streams, and he really wanted to make it to a stream, and now he has. Alright, so this piece goes here, and then this piece. Yeah, that's right. And then this mind of mine says I have a couple of clones, but not enough for a clone army. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a clone army. I would say it's more a clone strike force than a clone army, but I mean, it works. So yeah, let's see, almost done here. Hopefully I didn't miss any steps. I don't think I did, but no, I didn't, because I had this 2x4 and I was like, where's this from? I had to check. Okay, so Bobby Bricks said had to do 5 things of homework and study for 2 tests, but I made it. Yeah, I got to study for 2 tests too after this. But yeah, nice to see you. Brick Boy Builder says I have a lot of the Clone Wars sets because before I liked Lego, my dad brought a bin from work in 2012 and it had Clone Wars sets, Star Wars sets, Space Police, Ninjago, and way more themes. That is nice. That is a nice kickoff to your collection. Jinblade says, I bought the Kai one a few weeks back. I love them. They are better than Spinjitzu Masters, but worse than the OG spinners. I think Air Jitsu is tied. They're so similar. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, Air Jitsu's, like... I liked Air Jitsu. I went out, like, the first week and bought all the Air Jitsu flyers for $60. I had the receipt for a while, but now I don't know where it is. I really liked Air Jitsu. I had a lot of fun with those. With these, I'm just more collecting them than playing with them, but yeah. Brick Boy Builder says, and that's how I got into Lego, referring to his earlier comment. That's nice. That's nice. Bobby Brick says, I like the OG spinners the most. Dragon Flyers are okay. Yeah, I do like the OG spinners the most. I actually managed to collect all of the sets, per se, for the most part. Like, some of, like, the brick-built arenas and stuff I don't have, but I managed to get all the numbered cards. I am also missing, like, a lot of the more collectible ones, but yeah. Bobby Brick says the Dragon Flyers and the Urjitsu Flyers use the exact same piece. Yeah, I watched this commercial, and I watched a couple commercials for the Dragon Flyers. And Lego takes the Spinjitzu Master hilts, these pieces that were originally used for the Urjitsu, used for the Dragon Flyers now, and the Spinjitzu Master pods, and just show Urjitsu. And I'm like, I was thinking to myself, so basically the $60 I spent a few years ago is not worth it anymore. But I think the problem I have with these is that they don't have, like, any exclusive weapons. Even the Spinjitzu Masters had that. I know there isn't really much use for them in this instance, but I still liked getting them. Even if they weren't, like, exclusive, just, like, brick-built stuff. I still like those. Add to my weapons collection. Brick Boy Builder says, well, not one, but 3 bins, and yesterday I found a Fish Doctor figure from SpongeBob. That's nice. G24 Studio says, I have the J. Did you hear about the fake rumor of there being a Dragon Master Nia? Yeah, that set is still in brick set, but they have, like, no image or anything, just a number and a name. So I don't know what the deal with that's gonna be. So I'm not gonna put the instructions say to put Zane in the pod, but I'm not going to. Not yet. I just want to get this all built. So this Mind of Mine says, I used to have a lot of the old spinners, but I don't have any of the Urjitsu spinners yet. Yeah, I mean, the Urjitsu stuff wasn't appealing to everybody because it was a lot different. But I tried it out. I liked it. So I went with it. Yeah. Brick Boy Builder says, I like the new hilts because they look kind of cool. Yeah, this looks, like, pretty nice. It's an interesting, like, hand grip, but it works well too. Bobby Brick says, I bought a Cold DX set for $10 off on eBay, and the seller sent me 2 by mistake. Yeah, I actually have 2 Cold DX spinners as well. I bought one in, like, early 2012, but the problem is well, I got the second one in, like, this huge spinner haul, which prompted me to, like, finish collecting the rest of the spinners. But which turned out to be good that I got a second Cold DX, because the first one, the minifig was really old and the printing had kind of rubbed off on the front of the minifig. So I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but it happened. Okay, now for the most difficult part is, like, getting this part in here, which I don't actually think is entirely necessary, because you can just clip it here and it's gonna be fine. The wings aren't gonna fly off. So MJ Brick says, so is it acceptable to use the spruce piece that holds the shurikens together as a piece itself? It's almost like an anti-stud is on it. I mean, I personally think it'd be really interesting to see someone make a mock and incorporate those in there. I don't know if it's, like, technically legal or illegal, but I think that'd be cool to see. Bobby Brick says, I'm trying to get the Fire Temple for $50 off on eBay. I need it. Yeah, I don't have the Fire Temple either. I missed out on most of the 2011, 2012 sets. So I actually only have two 2011 sets still like intact, other than the spinners, of course. Brick Boy Builder says, "Who's your favorite Star Wars character?" I'd probably have to go Obi-Wan Kenobi as like my favorite like light side hero. But dark side heroes, I've got a lot of favorites, both from canon and Legends. Darth Maul. Darth Maul is probably one of my favorite Sith. Darth Bane from the Darth Bane trilogy. That's no longer canon anymore, unfortunately, but it was really good. So yeah, those are just a few of my favorites. G24 Studios says, "Do you like the idea of a Dragon Master Nia?" I mean, I like the idea, but I don't really think it's relevant considering Nia never even rode a dragon in season 9. So I guess that's why Lego didn't produce one. Brick Boy Builder says G24. I don't think. Yeah, yeah. Basically what I said. MJ Bricks says, "I use the gold pieces on either side of the golden axe head piece." Yeah, that works. I mean, I don't technically see that as illegal. It's like a piece made by Lego. So, Brick Boy Builder says his favorite Star Wars character is either Jango Fett or Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, Anakin's all right. I like him. He's all right, and Django's pretty cool. And then G24 says, "Wait until 2019. They're putting out the 2011 sets again." Yeah, I have a different theory about that. My theory is that they're actually doing something similar to how they did the Ultra Stealth Raider for Dave the Departed, how they kind of remade the Ultrasonic Raider. I think that's what they're doing, and then giving them these vehicles again, and that's basically how it's operating. That's my personal theory on how like those sets are gonna go down, and they're still gonna have relevance to the 4 episode Ninjago special because they all have the new faces on the leaked minifigs for Cole and for Nia and for Wu. Even Wu's face is new. I recognized it from the. I'm pretty sure it was new from the Ninjago minifig, Ninjago movie minifig. Bobby Brick says it took me 5 weeks to learn the golden dragon flyer was Wu. We need a Lloyd dragon flyer. True. Brick Boy Builder says, "I want to get 2 Boba Fett brick heads and one of them into Django Fett." If you guys heard that notification, that was just my mom texting me. So that's just that's my notification for her. If you didn't, then that's fine. G24 says, in relevance to my explanation. Bobby Brick says, "Don't take this away from me, Titanium J. I need a remade 2011 sets." I do too, but I just don't think Lego is going to do that. G24 Studio says that was I'm sorry guys. Didn't mean for that to happen. Knock knock, who's there? Interrupting phone who? Oh. Yeah, I'll have to turn down the sound of my notifications next time. Oh wow. So Bobby Brick says, "I think the remakes and the actual season sets will be separated from each other. That is why they have new figs." Well, yeah, but like, why would they make a Nia Samurai X minifigure? Because they had that as one of the potential sets. There's a list. I made a list. Of all the sets from someone's video. Brick Boy Builder says it's from Star Wars, right? The ringtone? Yeah, it's the Imperial Alert. It's from my family. So, like, my mom, my sister, and my dad. So, that way, if I'm getting it, I know it's, like, a family-related matter. Fun fact, one of my friends has the Phil Swift flex tape, That's a Lot of Damage. And another has the I Sawed This Boat in Half. Because it just... Bobby Rick says, "Dang, that guy's prepared with that list." Yeah, so I wrote down all the different ones. I don't know if you guys can read it all. But I have the Spinjitzu ones. I'm not sure how accurate this is anymore, because the Fire Temple may not be happening. The Ultra Dragon, I'm not sure if that could happen. Unless it was just a direct remake from 2012. Because the Ultra Dragon is dead. So the dragon skulls on Iron Baron's throne. Now we got the flex tape memes. Flex tape G24 Studios 2 says. This mine it says now that's a lot of damage. True. So the samurai mech is like a rumored $15 price. It may be more than that. So that's the only that's one of the reasons I think that it's going to be like this. That they're just going to be doing my theory, Golden Dragon, Lloyd getting his powers back, plus that leaked head. That leaked golden head that had like the new Lloyd printing on it with the green eyes. So yeah. Bobby Brick says I need a fire temple. Yeah. Yeah, very true. I need a fire temple too. I have not managed to get my hands on it. Brick Boy Builder says I'm going to make a video later today on a mock I made for Brick Tech's contest. Let me tell you, it has parts from Garbon's Dark Fortress from 2011 from Ninjago. Now that's a set that I've been after even more than the Fire Temple. I really want that set, but it goes for a lot. So yeah. And then he says I really want the Monastery set. Yeah, the Monastery is like alright. I have the cards from the Monastery set, the Spinjitzu cards, like the Sensei Wu card that's exclusive to it, and the other 4 playing cards that are not exclusive to it. So yeah. But that's all I got from it. So now I can buy it without having the cards because that seems to be the issue with selling the set. They don't have the cards, but now I don't have to worry about that. Brick Boy Builder says I really want, yeah, I already read that comment. Brick Boy Builder says I have it, referring to the Dark Fortress. G24 Studios. It's nice. Brick Boy Builder says something horrible happened to my Samukai minifig. Yeah, I bought a Samukai minifig online for like $13, but the problem is most of his arms are broken now. So my Brickitect mock is the studio by Halloweenified. Ooh, spooky. Bobby Brick, spooky. So yeah. Yeah, Brick Boy Builder, what happened to your Samukai minifigure? Oh, mine's top of the jaw is cracked, so it's big. Oh, that piece. Oh, that stinks. Because that piece is so much harder to get than like a few skeleton arms. So yeah. Yeah, so this is Zane's Dragonfire. I haven't even shown it off yet. Wings look really nice. Is it me, or do the Skulkin arms break real easily? They break real easily. Same with Battle Droid arms. I have so many Battle Droid arms and other limbs, like legs and heads, that I have to replace, but I just don't want to go through that. So, Zane's Dragonflyer. Got the Erjitsu piece at the top. Got the pod for him. This handle is nice. It even has this little piece for stability, so it's not like falling over from the weight. Because it's going to fall forward because of the weight. So now it won't. And then Zane minifig, which I showed a bit earlier, has the silver shuriken, silver arms, Ninjago movie head. But Brick Boy Builder says my mocks for Greg's contest is a haunted castle, and guess what? It is Samukai's cracked top jaw on the mock. That's great. That's great. Bobby Brick says I have 3 Bonsai minifigs, but now I have 1. The arms break really easily. Yeah, the legs break less easily, but not by much. I've got several broken Skulkin legs. That's one of the reasons I haven't bothered to rebuild some of my 2011 sets. One, because I know like some of the parts are broken and gone and stuff, or part of my mocks or whatever. But the other is because I just know the skeleton arms are broken. And most of the Ninjago sets I had back in the day that are no longer complete were really cheap. So like the Kai's Blade Cycle, Ninja Ambush, Knuckles ATV. I think there was one other, but I'm forgetting what it was. So, I mean, it's just not worth it. I made my own Caves of Despair using the Ultra Dragon Earth Head. Yeah, that's nice. Brick Boy Builder says, I think I have a chance of winning the contest because it has lots of scary details. Yeah, that's good. And Bobby Brick says, I have all of those. Yeah, I've actually like found this seller on Bricklink who's selling Kai's Blade Cycle again, or who's selling Kai's Blade Cycle, so I can, and I want to buy it again. Plus another, plus I wanted to buy another for million attack. So, if you're asking what Ninjago sets do you have 100% complete, a fair amount of them. Most of my sets in my brick set profile are complete. There are a few 2013 sets that are no longer complete. That I've dismantled, like the Temple of Light and the Warrior Bike. I have the rest of them up, I think, and the Earth Driller. That's true, the Earth Driller as well. I got the Golden Dragon a second time from a friend. I rebuilt the Garmatron, and Kai's Fire Mech I had bought a second of a long time ago. G24 Studios says, what's Brick Set? It's like this website where you can get news about Lego stuff. You can look at pretty much every Lego set that's ever been released, and you can create a profile and log your own collection. So, yeah. Brick Boy Builder says, I actually won a guessing contest, and the Brickhead and Polybag should be here tomorrow. Ooh, I was lucky. But then you said Thursday, not tomorrow. Still, you're getting 2 free sets. That's good. Bobby Brick says, I'm trying to buy a new ultrasonic raider because mine was destroyed 2 days after building. Ooh. That's not good. I hope you can get it, dude. I never even got the original ultrasonic raider. But, yeah. And then Bobby Brick says, I rebuilt my dragon because he hasn't... Rebuilt my golden dragon because he has no wings. This Mind of Mine says I need to update my brick set profile. Yeah. Brick Boy Builder says, nah, not all the sets are on brick set. I mean, there are like a few sets that aren't on brick set at all, but yeah. Bobby Brick says that you sat on it. Oh, well, I mean, there's been worse done to Lego sets in the past, so. Thanos car isn't them. Oh, the Thanos car meme. The other day I was watching this clip on YouTube. It was like Carnage Thanos versus like Spider-Man and a couple other heroes or something like that. And the first comment I see is in all caps, Thanos car, and then in lowercase letters, Nidge. So Thanos car, Nidge. And I'm just like, oh, Thanos car. Yeah, I'm gonna remove my list. So we were talking about Spinjitzu earlier. I have a binder for my Spinjitzu cards. All of them. And I was gonna go through this on a video, but I think I'll just go through it with you guys now. Cause I'm here and I might as well. Brick Boy Brother says, me and my best friend always spend lunch watching Lego videos and memes. Yeah, Lego videos and memes are fun to watch. So yeah. The amount of Spinjitzu cards takes up most of this binder. Yeah. Thanos car is kind of a dumb meme. Yeah, it kind of is, but... Bobby Bricks. And I sat on the Harry Potter Burrow, Ultra Dragon, Temple of Light, Mech, Kai Fire Mech, Quinjet Air Battle, 2006 Batcave, Exo Force, Grand Titan, and 5 others. Ooh. That's a lot of sets to sit on. Yeah. Although, the Temple of Light mech, like, I would have sat on that thing on purpose if I didn't, like, care about Lego as much as I do, because that thing was so terrible. That was just... My issues were it wouldn't stay standing all the time because of the way the angles were. and the hat would always fall on the top because the clip would get worn out. So I had to build like a modification for that. And eventually I just got so tired of it. And eventually I was just dismantling the sets anyway. I don't know why I did it, but I eventually chose to. This mind of mine says I have a binder full of achievement cards. Now I question some of my life choices. I do not question any of these at all. I collected the Spinjitzu basically from 2012 to 2017. So I loved it. Bobby Brick says I have a binder cards too. It's nice. Rick Boy Builder says, who's your favorite prequel Jedi besides Obi-Wan? It's a good question. I have no idea, actually. Mace Windu's like alright, I guess. Ahsoka's also pretty good. Bobby Bricks, at one time during school I searched Ninjago memes and I questioned my life. Sonic Jedi 12 says, hey, I'm here. Hey, Sonic Jedi 12. Big shot gangster putting together a crew. Oh, I remember those memes. Those memes were great. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my Ninjago card collection. Sonic Jedi 12, who I actually know in person. I don't even think... Have I shown you this entire binder? I don't know if I have. Bobby Rick says, what are we doing in this world aside from searching from Ninjago memes? I don't know. Star Wars memes. Sonic Jedi 12 says, not the whole thing. Well, there are a lot of cards here. Story time with Titanium J52. So we've got a lot of cards. Do I remove that comment from G24? No, it's alright. As long as he's not like spamming it or anything, that should be fine. Because if people are like spamming messages a whole bunch of time or saying like really inappropriate things or really mean things, then those questions or comments are I don't appreciate. But like if he puts it once, that's okay. I'm not gonna mind. So yeah, so I just number them because they all have numbers. This is the first year watching meme review. So this is the first year. I'm still really upset that they never put a JDX card. I feel like Jay kind of got the short end of the stick when it came to Spinjitzu cards because he only got one character card his first year, and then the second year, the second year he only got 2 cards plus the promotional Kendo J holographic card. Slaps roof of car. This baby can fit so many. So yeah. So I've just got a lot of these. I'm probably gonna do a whole video just going through the binder and showing everyone all the cards. So yeah. G24, I'm not gonna read that comment because I don't want to get like demonetized or anything. Not that I am. I just remembered I'm not even monetized. But like I can see why teachers don't like that. So I mean, look, the internet does have a lot of that, but I mean, they don't have to think about it or focus on it. The Star Wars meme of vitamin gummies. I haven't seen that, but I have seen a lot of different memes. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get my J Dragonflyer, which is fairly close to me. Do a little bit of a comparison here, I guess, between the wings mostly, because like the wings both look really great on these. They both match the elements well. I like that they both have like the 2 main colors that are for the 2 ninjas elements. I'm not even monetized. Great. The meme. But yeah, I still personally prefer the J1 better. But I think the Zane one's also pretty cool. That was a bad pun. Sonic Jedi 12, are you referring to these or are you referring to the Air Jitsu Flyers from 2015? Because these are the Dragon Masters, and the Air Jitsu Flyers are something totally different ish. Kind of. Not entirely. They're similar, but not. Oh, just overall. Well, I really like the Air Jitsu Flyers the best, kind of because they were the original. I mean, these I haven't like really tried out too much. I haven't really gotten to test them, but the Air Jitsu Flyers I played with a lot outside my house, and I really like those. The J one I liked for obvious reasons. The ones for Moro and Wraith were pretty good, and yeah. So and then the Spinjitzu Masters. Spinjitzu Masters are alright. Yeah. If you ain't monetized it. I just read that comment. I must have missed that. If you ain't modded. Oh yeah, Sonic Jedi 12. I did tell you that story. How I accidentally got an Air Jitsu on to the roof of my house. So I was just playing with the Air Jitsu J Flyer, and I managed to get it onto the roof of my house. And that night there was supposed to be like this big storm, so I had to pull a ladder out of the shed, go up onto the roof, and get it and go back down. Yeah. So yeah. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about, then put it in the chat because I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a few minutes because I'm gonna watch the Flash at 7. Season 5. Yeet. But yeah. So, in conclusion, Zane Dragonfire is pretty nice. Sonic Jedi 12 says, "How's the Flash going? Is it good?" Yeah, it's getting really interesting. I'm not gonna like mention anything about it for spoilers. So I'm not gonna like talk about any of that. But so far, it's gotten pretty interesting. Okay, me got a story. So I was at my friend's house with a Kohler Jitsu Flyer, and I said, "Don't put it on the roof." And guess what he did? Whoosh up on the roof. That's great. That's wonderful. That's funny. Was it your Air Jitsu Flyer or his Air Jitsu Flyer? That's all I want to know. Because if it's his, it's his own problem. But if it's yours, then it's an issue. But yeah, in conclusion, this is a good set. And if you like Zane, definitely get it. I'm basically giving my review here because I don't know if I'm gonna give a full-fledged review, but Bobby Brick says I started the first 2 seasons of The Flash. That's nice. Oh, it was yours, Bobby Bricks? Oh, then it's a problem. Brick Boy Builder says, "What's everyone's worst drop test?" Oh, I don't know. I don't usually drop test things on purpose, obviously. But I haven't had too many accidental drops. I'm usually pretty careful. Yeah, Bobby Bricks, the 3rd season lost you. Yeah, the 3rd season's like probably the worst season in my opinion. Season 4 like definitely gets better. Yeah, 5th season of Arrow, that was pretty good. Yeah, with Arrow, I like started watching in the 4th season, then went back and watched 1, 2, and 3 while I was watching season 4, and then season 5, I was like, okay, I'm all good. Quick Boy Builder says, mine was on accident when I dropped the Corvus Glaive Thresher attack set once in June and again in September. Ooh. Then G24 says, Iron Fist is cool. Me and the show, yeah. I don't really watch any of the Marvel shows, but yeah, I've heard like semi-mixed things about them. That I guess they're okay. I haven't watched them, so I'm not really going to judge them much. But I prefer the DC TV shows better. In my personal opinion, Marvel is doing well in the movies, and DC is doing well in the shows. And that's how I view it. MJ Brick says, I displayed my Grindelwald's Escape set with the threshold in the air so it's at an angle. It fell the other day when I was hanging shelves on the wall. Ooh. And then Sonic Jedi 12 says for Daredevil that season 1 was good and season 2 was bad. Am I subbed to Brick Worlds? I am not. I have to see. I'd have to check him out, see if I'm interested in his content. I sub to people based on my interest in their content for the most part. There's a few channels that I just sub for certain things, like Lego, the channel. I just sub to that for the Ninjago stuff, and there's some things I sub for certain things. Bobby Brick says I was just chatting, but there is a limit. MJ Brick says not that big of a set though, and no pieces broke, so it was okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, $20 set, if you drop test that, not gonna be that bad. I think I did an accidental drop test of a really small set, like, of a couple months ago, but it was no problem. I think it was actually this set that I accidentally drop tested. But, this Mind of Mine says, Marvel, good at movies, good at TV shows, and animated movies. Yeah, animated movies, too, are pretty good. Brick Boy Builder says, you should, he's awesome, in regards to Brick Worlds, but your choice. Yeah, I mean, I'm subbed to a lot of channel. I'm subbed to like 50-something channels at the moment. So it's just kind of getting to be a lot. So not all those channels are active, but um Bobby Brick says, I know I will drop Ninjago City when I build it. Yeah, if I ever get Ninjago City, which I don't know if I will because it's a lot of money. Then I will not drop test. I will be so careful with that set. I will carry it like by the different layers. So I will be so careful. I can see you got a clone next to. Can we see it? Oh yes, this is a special story. This is my only Sharpied clone in existence, and it is supposed to represent Denal from the Clone Wars because he's like one of my favorite clone troopers ever, and they haven't made a minifig of him. And since he was Phase 1, and I had a lot of Phase 1, 2010, 2009 Clone Trooper, Clone Wars stuff, I thought I'd like try this out. Plus, I had a couple clones that had like cracked torsos, so I knew I had a few tries just in case. So yeah, and then I just sharpied the arms as well as the helmet, because the helmet I was originally only gonna do that, but then the arms I needed the color to match, so I just sharpied the arms too. Brick Boy Builder says I'm subbed to more than 250. Oh, that's a lot. Bobby Rick says I dropped the tower. That set. Oh, that must have been a pain. This Mind of Mine says I'm subbed to a lot of Lego YouTubers and gaming YouTubers. Yeah, I used to be subbed to a few gaming YouTubers, a couple of Minecraft gaming YouTubers, but I kind of had to let that go just because it's just so much that I want to watch, and I'm just kind of losing interest. No Sharpie clones. I have no clones, period. Oh, that is rough. This Mind of Mine says my favorite clone is Fives. Yeah, I really like Fives. Fives is really good. Like pretty much all the 501st are really good. But Denal, he's my favorite clone trooper that just hasn't really gotten much fan feedback. He was just in a few episodes, and he got killed off by Cad Bane. So, yeah, Fives is probably the best. He's one of the best. Yeah, I am hyped for Clone Wars season 7 and 8, or whatever they're calling it, that they're finishing off. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna love to see that. Brickboy Builder says, should I make a mini Clone Army video? I mean, if you want to. I'm probably gonna do one eventually, or just a Star Wars collection video, Star Wars minifigs. So, Flash is almost done. Yes, it is this mine to mine. So I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. It was great having everyone here watching. Brickboy Builder says I'm not hyped for this season, but I'm hyped for the sets. All I really want is a Republic gunship. What do I think of the new Ninjago seasons? I think they're pretty good. Yeah, I'll probably discuss that in another live stream or something, but overall I think they're good. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this stream. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.